This is season 2. Welcome to the Chep Safari podcast. My name is Chep, and today I am in my village. This is my backyard, Baringo County, North Baringo to be specific, the most beautiful county in Kenya, period. Not up for discussion. I'll catch up with you in this particular episode. Welcome to season 2.
Hi, and welcome to the Chep Safari podcast hosted by me. My name is Chep, and I am on a safari. On this podcast, we have conversations on life and what that looks like for me, for my guests, and definitely for you who interacts with us. Hopefully, these episodes help me and you uncover the mysteries living has to offer and help each one of us on this journey we call life. Join me by subscribing, by turning on your notification bell so that you're notified whenever I post my new episode next week, and by leaving a review on every episode that you enjoy. So I hope you'll journey with me as we discuss all things life. Whew. Wow. What an intro, right? I'm back in my room. As you can tell, I'm definitely not where I was doing the intro of season 2, but welcome to season 2 of the Chep Safari podcast. My name is Chep, and I am super excited to do this particular podcast episode, to be back. As you can tell, I have a new YouTube channel for this particular podcast, the Chep Safari podcast, and I have re-uploaded all podcast episodes from last season, all the 7 clips and 7 audios. The 7 videos are uploaded onto this new YouTube channel called the Chep Safari podcast on YouTube. So if you're listening in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, SoundCloud, Google Podcast, and I'm sure I'm missing out on a few. Red Circle, I know I'm on there. And you want to see the visuals, you can just search for the Chep Safari podcast and you'll find my podcast on there. The audios still remain within the same podcast name, so you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts or follow us, and I guess that's it. I'm super excited about this particular episode only because I recently turned 26 on February 25th, 2022, which was a Friday, and let me tell you guys, I never expected it.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it, but God gave it to me. I'm grateful to Him.
I never expected to be turning 26. I'm like, when I was way younger, I used to think 26 was so old. And then I'm 26, I'm like, actually, I'm pretty young, if I have to confess. And then I have friends who remind me that you're not as young as you think you are. But today's episode is titled 26 Reminders to My 26-Year-Old Self. I thought of doing 26 lessons learned in my 26 years of living, but I was like, no, I want to remind myself of these things, of these 26 things as I get into this new year. So I guess that's it. Welcome to season 2. I'm super excited. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all podcast platforms. I'm pretty sure I'm on all of them. If I'm not, also let me know. Also, one last update is I do have a new email address for the Chep Safari podcast, which is the chepsafaripodcast@gmail.com, just in case you want to write me something, or just in case you want to sponsor my episodes. I'm also on there. So a few house cleaning updates. That's all I wanted to do. Okay, now on to the safari check. If you have been following me, or if you've listened to episodes from season 1, you definitely know that we always have this segment where we check in on each other. I check in on you, you check in on me. If I do have a guest on the show, then I check in with them. And, we just find out where we are at in this journey called life at this particular time, right? So this is Chep checking in. Please check in with me in the comment section below. Write me an email. Write me a review on this particular episode on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is you're listening to this podcast episode from. Now, for my safari check, I'm feeling good about myself in terms of who I want to be or who I am. 25 for me has been like me evolving and growing and choosing myself and putting myself out there, pushing myself as well out of my comfort zone. So the last couple of days after I turned 26 has been just reflective for me. And I had big plans in terms of how I wanted to celebrate my birthday with myself. As usual, if you know me, I'd just sneak out and go somewhere. But I haven't done any of that, and I'm still planning on doing something. Here are 26 reminders to my 26-year-old self. Number 1, give. This is something that you do not want to fully understand, only because you want to continuously learn about giving. And there's so much to learn. Number 2, be aware of the seasons of life that you are in. Be present and live in the now. Number 3, once you're aware, you will know to love it here and to love your life now. This is what they call contentment. So learn to be content, to continue learning to be content, and continue to strive being content. Number 4, imagine running has a joy to it. And you already know it, you've experienced it, so don't stop running. Number 5, reading allows you to travel, even in your mind. It allows you to explore different things and be at different places. So don't stop reading. Number 6, you are where you're meant to be. And this will stand true for the rest of your life. You will always be where you are meant to be. Number 7, 2 quotes for number 7 and 8. So, or rather I'd say 2 paraphrased quotes. The first is, there's freedom in discipline. That's by EK. EK being Eliud Kipchoge, one of my mentors. Number 2, strive to be consistently good rather than occasionally great. This is by JC, and JC is definitely not Jesus Christ, but it's Jeff Cunningham. A quote I had from one of his podcast episodes with Nick Bear, or Nick's podcast channel. Yeah. So number 9, speaking about Jesus, God is within you. He has already gone before you, so do not fear. Number 10, set your mind on things above. Always set your mind on things above. Set your mind on things that are not tangible, things that go beyond the physical realm. Set your mind on those things. Number 11, it's perfectly okay to be dissatisfied with life generally, but always remember that there's something or someone to be grateful for. Number 12, invest in your family and friendships intentionally. find out how or what you'd like that to look like, and then go for it. Do it, be it showing support, be it showing love, be it showing commitment, be it communicating. Do it. Invest in your friendships and your family. Oh, number 13 is one of my favorites. Explore. Never lose that inner child, if I may say, who is probably named Chep Safari. And yearns for curiosity. You know, they thirst for it. So keep her on your toes. Number 14. On that note, invest in yourself and invest in others. And just so you don't forget, traveling is also an investment, at least to you. So invest. Number 15. Sis, get back on those hiking trails this year. That was my hash face. Your hiking boots need it as much as your soul, like the longings within you. So get back on those hiking trails. I'm sure you have had or seen new trails that you'd like to be on. So I hope when we review this next year, you'll have gone on different new trails. Yeah, number 16 is drink your water, sis. Drink your water. If you know, I think I've mentioned this in one of my podcast episodes from season 1, is I don't drink water often. So hopefully this is a reminder that you need to sip on some water. On that note, let me sip on this. Okay. Number 17. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. God said it. So if anyone wants to take you up on that, ask Jesus, don't ask me. Point 18 is do not wait for permission to do anything. Shine your light. I really wanted to curse on this point, but I won't. But shine your light. Number 19. You are enough even when it doesn't feel like it. You really are. Number 20. Try not to compare yourself with others. The competition is really within yourself. You against you. That's what it's about. Number 21. Ooh, imagine you're working on your fears. Yeah, you really are. It's you who carried a dog at the beginning of the year. You carried a whole dog and petted one and didn't run away from it as much as you wanted to. So, in short, you can do anything you really want to do. Nothing is impossible. If you carried a dog, nothing is impossible. In fact, when you carried a dog early this year, you already achieved a goal set for 2022, a life goal actually. So I guess you might as well end the year and move on to 2023. And I think I'll touch a little bit about my fear of dogs in this season, so stick around. Point 22. Wow. Dream all those wild dreams. It doesn't hurt anyone. Continue dreaming. Number 23. Keep doing things that fuel your creative self, even if they're completely new. I'd like us to review this within the next year, and you talk about experimenting with different paint mediums. You know, you being more confident in drawing or sketching. Focus on those things that fuel your creative self. Number 24. Learn to celebrate yourself. Ooh, this is a difficult one, but learn to celebrate yourself. Find the little things that you can do with yourself or for yourself. Be it walks, spontaneous dates to quaint little spaces, which I'm always looking forward to. Doing your nails. Can you see that? Doing your nails or doing your hair. Yeah, just find that spark. Get into it, sis. 25, we're almost done. Point 25 would be just to remind you that 25 was that year. You came into yourself, and I'm very proud of you for that. You did great. For point 26, now you're a whole 26-year-old. You're like in your late 20s, Chep. Thank you, Jesus. And you've got this. Thank you guys for watching and listening in to my 26 reminders to my 26-year-old self. I'd like to hear what you'd like to remind yourself, or if any of these 26 points resonated with you. Happy birthday to you, to your future self. And I hope you have reflections that make you content and happy and proud of where you are at. Yeah, so season 2, let us do this. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for sticking this far if you have. And this was a short, quick episode. I do hope that you get to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as my podcast platforms and follow me along. If you are able to leave a review, please do leave a review on Google Podcasts or on Apple Podcasts, and that will definitely help my channel. Yeah, thanks guys, and see you in the next episode, which will be next week on Monday. I am looking forward to that. Take care, and we'll see each other soon.